Hello and welcome to another video with Scree Runner. Today we're taking out the Tier 9 French Batchat. Fairly new little beast to my garage. But you can see just this morning I've managed to upgrade it fully to precision fire. So with the update, so on our fourth shot, if we've already hit 3 on target, we'll get a full roll, high roll on the fourth shot. I've not got it fully upgraded yet. Next is going to be engine accelerator, but I can actually upgrade it, so I'm going to get that working away. So the other thing, it's had an upgrade this morning to the ammo carrying capacity, so it can now carry 48 shells. Now AP, I've not got that many AP, and I've got a lot of APCR loaded, but I don't really need as many APCR because the AP is very, very good. But it carries obviously 3 types of baguette. We have this is a classic picture of AP, which is a standard baguette. The APCR is a very hard-baked baguette, almost burnt, because it's a much harder shell and allows better penetration. And then our HE is just purely uncooked dough, really. You're firing a baguette of uncooked dough, and on the hope that they will just splash against the enemy tanks and get you some splash damage. So I bought this tank basically because there's a guy in our clan that's been raving about it and seems to just do phenomenally well in it. He's called Psycho Fanny. Yes, it sounds right, and he is a bit of a fanny. Psycho Fanny. No, Psycho Fadge. Anyway, whatever you want to call him. Psycho Fadge, that sounds good. He said it was brilliant, but I've got I had my reservations as he also liked the Tier 8, the AMX. Is it 1390? This is nice, where it can just shoot straight up here if you put a little bit of engine power on. He said he liked the AMX, and especially when it was fully upgraded. So stupidly, I ground that out and fully upgraded it, spent loads of spare parts on it, and I still hated it. Horrible tank. And there is one just now. So, but I persevered, and I got onto the Tier 9. Now this is an absolute beast of a tank. I've got to say, it is well worth the grind. If you're struggling at any point during the French lights, just persevere, because this thing is just an animal. So anyway, here we are in Castilla. We've gone up to the castle because our glorious leadership said head to the castle. So we're up here. I'm always a little bit concerned about being up here in a light when the rest of the red team aren't fully spotted, because if they're over at the mill, they've got a nice open shooting range to the top of the castle. So I do like to kind of keep in a bit of cover, unlike the rest of my team. Anyway, it has a clip of 3 baguettes. It shoots every 3 seconds in the clip, and then there's a reload, I think, of about 17 seconds. There are times that 17 seconds seems to take forever, and there's sometimes that it seems to go quite speedily. Anyway, it also has very good gun depression. I really like the gun depression on it. I'm not the best at using the gun depression. However, it does seem pretty good. So anyway, it allows you, it's got a nice bit of engine power to get into these funny little places. So it allows you to get really around the map. And the speed of it is really, really good. So it does allow you to transfer around the map, help where you think is needed. So we're not doing too brilliantly well. We're 4-2 down at this point, and we seem to all be sat in the corner, which is probably not the best of ideas. So I'm going to try and break out and get to this T-54. I'll take a shot, but hey-ho. I know that I can take him out. Now here, you see, I still had 1 shot left in the clip, but I just went into ammo and double clicked on the ammo, and that just sets a reload going. You see so many people these days that kind of aren't aware of this, and if they've got a shot left in their clip or a couple of shots left in their clip, they'll just fire them off. And there's no point wasting ammo and spending the time waiting between the clips. Just open your ammo, double click it, and it'll start to load for you. So there's just myself and the low left now. Now, this is where I can't decide whether I made a bit of a mistake or not. But I decided in all my wisdom to try and get out of there and try and do some flanking. I mean, I know that the low won't be able to follow, but it's kind of a bit of a shooting gallery down that road, and I'm in a light, and you don't bounce many in this tank. So I thought, well, maybe I can get around and flank a bit. And plus, we don't know where the T30 and the IS-5 are. Now, I've got to say a big thanks to that low. They took it on the chin. I was expecting a little bit of raging in game chat right now, but quite fortunately they decided not to. And that low was they did well. They got a couple of thousand damage, I think, in this game. So a big thanks to that low. Whilst I run away in classic French style. So I've just spotted the T30. You can see what the view range is like on this thing. It is just immense. So that T30 looks like they're heading towards Cap. So I'm just going to head over here, see if I can respot and try and get a couple of shots in. So one, try and get into the engine bay, see if I can actually get a fire going. No such luck. So I'm going to have to go and do a bit of a reload now. There's the IS-5 just popped up. So I want to avoid heading anywhere near that because that's full health. So the T30 at this point is a one-shot. The E75 is a 2-stroke 3-shot depending on the rolls that you get. And that IS-5 is full health. So I'm going to try and get rid of the biggest gun first, which is the T30, which fortunately has the lowest health. So I'm going to shimmy round. Hopefully the IS-5 has stayed out of the way. So I'll come around here. I'm going to load APCR here, just so that when I come around the corner, I don't have to worry about aiming too much. Now, I just saw the IS-5 out of the corner of my eye there. Not brilliant. Get into him. Now, I should have just carried on driving here. I paused to take that shot, which was stupid of me. So quickly run around the back of this building thinking I'll be fine. And I get on this slope and I have to set my engine accelerator off. And the IS-5 has been cleverly come to the right direction. So he gets a shot into me. I get one into him. Pop another one in and then run. And stupidly, I still got APCR loaded here. I hadn't really thought about it since that T30. I was in full out French panic mode now. There he shot over my right shoulder into the banking with HE. It's a good job that one didn't connect. But now it means I've got 6 seconds to get this clip into him. And if I get a good high roll now, which I should do because I've got precision fire, brilliant. And again, he shot some HE at me and I was fairly lucky, but you've got to remember that the IS-5, he was on the move, has a very troll gun. So I felt relatively comfortable here. Now the E75, I don't have a clue where it is. 10 seconds left on the clock. I check down the alley. No, he's not there. I've just got to go for it. But as soon as it gets to 3 seconds, I'm not going to have time to get 2 shots off. There he is. He gets one in me. I bounce anyway. And that's it. So it was a draw, which is quite disappointing after all that. But it is a mastery, which I think you're never going to say no to, thanks to valiant effort. 5,500 damage, which if you got 5,500 damage previously, you were pretty much out of ammo, and I still had lots of ammo there, so the ammo upgrade is a great thing for this tank. Again, a big shout out to that low for standing the ground and doing some decent damage. That's appreciated. The T30 on the Reds, I didn't think they would have been a great player for just sitting on cap and not doing too much, but grind it. It makes it all worth it going through all those French lights. Really fun, fast little tank. You just got to move it around. You're never going to go head to head with other tanks. You just got to move it around and make use of that clip. Thanks for watching.